Jalen, how do you recover physically? Like, what do you do to get ready after playing as many minutes as you did the other night to get ready for tonight?
Same thing I always do. Cold tub, recovery, whatever is in need for that day. Go through my routine on the court, and just prep my mind. I think mentally it starts with like obviously the physical stuff. So like your recovery, your routine, make sure you're doing it every single day, no matter how you feel. There are days when you're just like, when you wake up, you're like, oh, I just don't feel like doing anything today. But then you get up out of bed, you eat breakfast, you go to the gym, you do what you gotta do, you go home, and just making sure I'm training my mind mentally to do everything I have to do that day to make sure I'm not like skipping steps. So I think it comes from that.
Josh said, you guys felt like obviously that one getaway the other day, they could have closed it out. How much does it get in an athlete's mind that we have to, not play with our food? We have to, when we have a chance, we have to take care of it. Play an extra game could be a problem. Play more games, whatever.
Yeah, obviously when you have an opportunity to do something like that, you got to take advantage of it. And clearly we didn't do that, but I mean, for us, it's all about how can you respond to situations. You can be upset about it, you can be pissed, but what are you going to do to make sure that you're ready for the next one? And so you can't sit around and just be pissed off about what happened. Now we got to actually do something about it. Just be ready to go.
At this point of the series, you've kind of seen all the adjustments going both ways, so a lot of it in the game does come down to who can be mentally tougher in the moment.
Right.
Do you feel like that's what a Game 6 is for in your mind as well?
I think it's honestly yes, but every game. It's every game, no matter what the situation is. You're going in, you're competing, you're trying to compete at the highest level against a team you played so many times already. And so the matter of the fact is that we just need to be ready to go. And so obviously we're gonna be home. This place is gonna be filled with just so much excitement just from fans. And so for us to be ready for an environment like that, we gotta stick together. We can't let our minds wander. We just gotta be mentally locked in. When we walked into the locker room, we didn't say anything. So I think that spoke volumes. Clearly we let one slip away. You gotta credit them for playing the way they did to the last buzzer. Yeah, we didn't really say too much, but we knew that we let them go.
Is there a conversation that you have with a guy like Precious, who like rotation is kind of hit or miss, but like may be needed?
Mm-hmm. Not specifically. I don't go straight to him after a situation like that, especially after a game where he could have played or not, just depending on decision making. But I think for us as teammates, we always have each other's back, and so no matter what the situation is, we don't treat someone else different because something happened, but we're still gonna be mindful of emotions and things right after a game. And so I think I'll give you an example. Sometimes obviously me and my dad don't see eye to eye, but he won't call me after a game. He'll wait till tomorrow to talk about it. He'll watch film first, I'll watch film first. And so, that's how we resolve things. We don't say something right after the heat of battle. We let us slow down and then we go after the next day.
Jalen, what do you think of yours and the team's offensive process during that overtime period?
Not good.
What do you feel like needs to be better?
My decision making.
In terms of just not trying to attack as much as hard?
Keeping the ball with the New York Knicks and not throwing it to fans in the front row.
That would be helpful.
Very helpful.
Is it just that one possession that you're kind of harping on, or was it?
That's the one that everyone sees. So that's the one obviously is in my mind. But when I say better decision making, it just means it's everything. I can't settle. I gotta be better with everything I do. I can't have mental lapses. Even though it's towards the end of the game, everyone thinks that you're tired, but that's when I need to be at my best, and I wasn't.
So during those moments, like there are times where maybe you end up shooting a 18-footer, and when you're really roasting, you're more in like that short mid-range area. And are you thinking about it in the moment, like the difference between an 18-footer and a 10-footer? Is it something that you kind of look at after the fact? And you're like, oh, okay, that's something I can do differently.
Both, because during the game I want to react. I don't want to predetermine what I'm going to do. I want to see where I can get to, where the space is, and what decision I can make while being aggressive. Obviously, after the fact, you can see everything, watching the film and everything, but just never trying to predetermine whatever I'm doing.
Jalen, the scenario you guys faced with Maxey at the end of regulation where you foul or you don't foul, how often do you get to go through that in a practice setting during the season to kind of prepare for what you may or may not do?
Yeah, we talk about it. But I think in certain situations, I think we've talked about it a lot, but obviously we were on the same page as a team at that very moment. And so, like I said before, Tibbs talked to me right before Josh shot his first free throw, and I didn't I didn't say what we need to do to the team right away. I was just thinking about it in my mind, and then he missed it, the first one, and so my mind's thinking, all right, now the strategy's changing. So, but as the person on the court who's supposed to lead the team, that's exactly what I did. As a team, we need to be more together. He made some tough shots. I mean, he pulled up from the logo to tie the game. That's pretty incredible. So, he's a great player, and so I feel like in this league, there's a lot of things that you can do, and great players are still going to make great plays. And so, but no matter what the result is, as long as we're trusting our process and doing what we have to do, we can't be always result based. And we got to continue to trust in exactly what we're doing.
When you say you need to be more together, like, are you talking about communication at a higher level overall? Like, was there a lack of communication in general that you think you can correct?
Everything can be solved with just talking on the court. Everything. So that includes situations, that includes guarding pick and rolls, that includes offensively being on the same page, and so it just clears up so much confusion.
You mentioned the atmosphere here. Obviously, 3 and 4, so many Knicks fans crowded. I don't know if you saw the thing where their owners are buying 2,000 other tickets to give them away to try and keep Knicks fans from coming in. Just kind of, what do you expect, and what do you think when you see that you guys are that much of a factor as a road team?
No comment.
What changes for you, if anything, based on the 9 p.m. tip in terms of your scheduled preparation and everything?
My pregame nap's a little bit later. Besides that, nothing.
What have you learned about the squad in this series, or have you learned anything?
About our team?
Yeah.
We're resilient. No matter what the outside people say, positive or negative, we know what we got to do. We're going to stick together, and that's not going to change within us. And I like the fact that that's how we think.